And it's a greater than sign or less than sign? Greater. It's greater than? Then what? Shade?
To the right.
Shade above. Which means your answer is B. That's done. It doesn't need to take much more than that. We've done that plenty of times. I think we're fine with it now. Okay, this is not in slope-intercept form. It's not going to make a difference actually this time because we won't be dividing by negatives. But let's make sure that we know how to put it in slope-intercept form and at least see what it would be to confirm that everything's fine. So when that moves over, you're back here. Positive 2x plus 12. Are we dividing by a negative?
No.
No, we're not dividing by a negative, so the sign stays the same. So we're right here, 2 over 7x plus 16. Okay, solid or dash?
Solid.
Solid, cross out D and
A.
A. Okay, this is a less than sign or a greater than sign?
Less than.
Less than sign. So less than or equal to, which means we shade where? Below, answer C. That's it, that's done. Okay, now let's get to business now, because number 3, we're gonna make sure that we have a foolproof plan, a backup plan, or even a plan A if you want to call it that, if you want to do it that way, but we're going to make sure you can at least do this in the calculator, okay? What we want you to do is recognize that this is your first term. This is your second term. This is your third and fourth and so on. Okay, and you can recognize the term position as being x. And then what comes out, the value, as y. So we want you to realize that you can basically find this on a table. So, your job right now is to go to f of x in the calculator, and then you're going to type in the answer, choices. The answer is B. We're going to confirm it's B because we don't have time to go through the raw rooms right now. The answer is B, so you're just going to type in this part, negative, parentheses, with the 4, and instead of the n, you're going to put an x. And then you're going to go to, so your first step is to press graph, right? After home.
Yeah.
Go to f of x, type that in. And then press graph, and then you enter, and then you go into the table,
Control T.
Control T. Okay, great. When I come around, which is about 10 seconds from now, I want you to hold up the calculator and it should be on the table. Here, these are the y-intercepts, and are they the same?
Yes.
The y-intercepts are the same. Fine, y-intercepts are the same, which means that, well, this has a different y-intercept, is that true?
No.
No. Okay. Are the slopes the same?
No.
These are the slope. Slope is what? Is it an S word? Steepness. Okay, slope is steepness. They are clearly different. If they're different, then they cannot be parallel. So this is wrong because they have different slopes. Okay, this is a different slope. They cannot be parallel. Say goodbye to D. Okay, now, which one of these, fraction question. Okay, let's go back a couple years. Which one of these is an improper fraction, P or Q? Q. If it's an improper fraction, then that means the number is bigger than, no, you don't know. Bigger than 1. If it's an improper fraction, that means it's bigger than 1. So this is totally bigger than 1. And this is less than 1. So which one is steeper?
Q.
The one that's greater than 1, Q. So this is steeper.
Bam.
This is you can call this less steep. P can be called less steep if you want to say it that way. Let's see how they say it. The graph of P is less steep.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
The graph of P is steeper? No.
What happened? Oh, I did that.
Is that clear? Okay. 5. Okay, maybe you prefer to see it like this, so I'll write it a different way. But basically, f of x plus 3 can also be looked at as f of x equals x plus 3, basically. It's a shift up. It's just taking this function and adding 3 to it, which means you're moving up the line. Okay? So it's just 3 units up. If it was a minus 3, then it would be what?
3 units.
3 units down. Okay? And we're not changing anything about steepness here. We're just changing the y-intercept, which is a shift up. A. Do you have any questions so far?
No.
No? Okay, let's see how number 7 went. says that if the values of A and C are both less than 0, which graph could represent P? Okay, so both less than 0. So your note is less than 0 is
Down.
Negative.
negative. Less than 0 means it is negative. Okay, so they're both negative. The A is in control of whether it opens down or up. Okay? So negative means it opens,
Down.
negative means it opens down.
Which side?
Okay? So we can cross what out? G is gone. Okay. Well, C is in charge of shift up
Up.
or
Down.
down. Okay? If it's negative, it is a shift down. What's up? Well, the A was negative first. First, we talked about the A being negative, which means we crossed out anything that's opened up. There's only one that was crossed up. Does that make sense? Yeah. A is negative, it opens down, only one of them opens up. Now C is negative, which means there should be a shift down. Well, sir?
Yeah.
This is a shift up. So no, this is no shift at all. So no, and this is a shift down. Number 8. Okay, let's see, maybe this one got you. You think so? It wants you to compare the graph of P was transformed to create Q. It started at P, which looks like the parent function, and then it ended up at Q. First of all, these two right here, since they're in parentheses like that, that's a horizontal shift. Okay, that's a horizontal shift. So forget about it. There was no horizontal shift going on there. They're in parentheses. If it's in parentheses, it's horizontal shift. That did not happen. Oh, is that where we have some problems there already? Maybe. Maybe. Okay, well, if you made it that far and you recognize these parentheses meaning a horizontal shift, and it clearly did not shift horizontal, then this is telling you it's negative and negative. Well, that means that when it's opening down, so we can't eliminate anything there. The question is, after it shifted down, did it go down to, or did it go up to?
Up to.
Yes, it went up to. Upside down, up to. Which means it is J. Let me show you what the graph of H would look like. It's upside down and shifted down to. It would probably look something like this. That's probably how the graph of H looks. Okay? Does that make sense? You have a question? Okay. Yes, you can. You're absolutely right. Do it? Fine. She's right. She's right again. I'm not going to do it in yours because this one's right here in my hand. So you're right. This is your backup plan. And I think I mentioned it once, but if you're still, I would be like, I have no idea. I'm confused. I want to make sure it's correct. You can't just graph it, can't you? And just look for yourself. A lot of them can be done this way. This is P. What does Q look like? This Q is supposed to look like this. So does this look like this? Let's find out. Of course, yes, it does. Right? That's a good backup plan. Let's write that in or. And or. So when I say and or, I mean backup plan, check your work, you have extra time in your tests, and you have calculator time, well then go ahead and check your work. Why don't you check it with the calculator? If that says it's right too, then that sounds good. And or check by graphing in calculator. Okay. Such an error. It really does look like that. F of x equals x. Somebody might say, So what's the slope? What's the steepness? What's the y-intercept? Okay, so let me write it a different way. Yes, there's no number in front of the x, right? So the number is what?
1.
1, right. So really this is the same thing as 1x. Yes, sir, but fine. I have the slope, but what's the y-intercept? I don't see a number. That's because the y-intercept is 0. So you can look at this equation like this if it helps you understand it better. Yeah, 1x plus 0. If you want to look at it like that, you can do that. And now we can compare it to this new one here, which is y equals, the slope is 2/3, x, the y-intercept is 4. So really, maybe if we looked at it like this, it might be a little easier for you. Is that okay? All right, fine. Now, which one is steeper, the left or the right? Yes, left, because this is 1 and this is 0.6 repeating. Okay, so this one is steeper. The graph of the new line, this is the new line. The graph of the new line is steeper. Is that true? No. The graph of the new line is less steep. Yes. The graph of the new line is steeper. No. The graph of the new line is less steep.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so between these two, fine. And the y-intercept has been translated up. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. It has not been translated down. No. 10. Okay. This here is a,
Bazinga.
no, it's a positive slope. It's a positive slope. However, this is a negative slope. So say goodbye. This is in standard form. We should probably change it to slope intercept form so we can tell better what's going on. So that would look like okay, so is the y-intercept negative 2?
Yes.
Yes. Confirm. Is the slope 2/3?
Yes.
Yes, it is. The slope is 2/3. So confirm. This is actually something we haven't really looked at yet. This is a parabola. Okay, this is actually quadratic. This is x times x, which is x squared. So this will even be a line. Say goodbye. And this is point slope. The slope is 2/3. That's okay, right? Okay, what's the ordered pair? What's the ordered pair going on here? What's the x and y value?
2.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second. What's the ordered pair? Take your time and look at this and figure out if you know what x is and what y is. That's right. 6 and 2. Is 6 2 on the line? Yep. There you go. So that means this is also confirmed. Which means your answer is A. Are you okay with that? Wonderful. Next one, last one. This is T, the graph of line T. They say the graph of line W is steeper, so steeper than this, and it has a y-intercept that is y-intercept below. So y-intercept right now is 2, and it should be below 2, which means it's not those. And now basically the new one is supposed to be steeper, so I would just basically pick the steepest one anyway. That would make sense to me, but either way, we know this is negative point what?
6.
And this is negative point,
2, 5.
that's right. And what is our slope anyway? Down 2 over
3. 1, 2, 3,
5. Okay, so this is down 2 over 5. It's 0.4. Which one is bigger than 0.4?
A.
A, that's your answer.